Are you a Scrum guy or gal? Are you someone who adopted Scrum? And if so, I want to ask you, are you happy with it? I know I was happy with Scrum for a long time, and I still feel that it will be useful for many type of projects. As a matter of fact, there's one project I'm involved where I think Scrum is doing a great job. But something happened about, I don't know, a year and a half or two ago, where we discovered a different methodology that's called Shape Up. Shape Up was created by Basecamp and is a book by Ryan Singer, an amazing guy, amazing engineer, designer, and creator. Exactly at the moment where we at Season were facing a lot of challenges scaling Scrum, I came across Shape Up. I actually had come across it before and had neglected the opportunity to read the book, and then I was feeling the pain of literally not delivering projects well enough or in time enough, or not delivering the right solution for the client sometimes, which is a shame, right? That's our job, and we were not achieving our core job. But when we were facing challenges, I ended up finding Shape Up again, reading the book, and it literally changed the game for us. So I'm gonna walk you through a little bit about what Shape Up is and how it changed the game for us. We went from a company that was doing really well with Scrum. We tried to scale Scrum and failed miserably. I'm not putting the blame on Scrum, okay? It's we failed. It's not Scrum that failed us, but we were able to turn it around by adopting Shape Up and our version of Shape Up. So let me walk you through this decision. Shape Up is basically a methodology that in a way opposes the agile methodologies, because it doesn't have a backlog, it doesn't have sprints. It has the equivalent of a sprint, which are cycles, but they are not short, they're longer. But also, to me, I'm someone who's been doing agile for almost 20 years now. So for me, someone who has lived through many agile cycles, Shape Up is just another evolution on the agile stuff. So it might feel like a methodology that opposes agile methodologies, but I think it's actually the new iteration of agile methodologies. Shape Up basically works in cycles of 6 weeks. At Season, we don't use fixed 6 weeks, but we respect the longer iteration cycles, longer when compared to traditional 1 or week sprints in Scrum. And the biggest insight it has is that Shape Up separates shaping from betting from building. And I'm gonna get to it right away. Shaping is when we define the work to be done, not in a very detailed way, not too concrete, but not in a very abstract way as well, which would be just bigger picture stuff. We shape the work, then when the work is shaped, we bet on the work we're gonna do. We say, okay, we have all this possible shaped work, and we wanna bet, okay, let's bet that we're gonna build for the next cycle this specific one. And then we build it. But when we build, hopefully the bigger risks are already addressed. And that's the biggest change in Shape Up. You have a group of senior people doing the shaping, and hopefully the most senior people you can get. So they know the pitfalls, they know the shortcuts, and they can iterate and give something that's not too abstract and not too concrete, something in the middle, which they call shaped. And they deliver shaped work to the building team after they bet on the work. And for us, the game changer wasn't even the betting system, because we don't use it a lot. It was shaping the work before and taking our time to shape the work before we try to build it. When you do that, you end up having a more autonomous team building the work, not less. Because the first instinct is to think, okay, if I'm gonna give shaped work, the developers, the people who build will just be like code monkeys. They will just go through the tasks and build. That's not the case, because if it is too concrete, then it's not shaped, because shaped is in between abstract and concrete. And only work that's too concrete are like code monkey works. So when we started doing the shaping with the most senior people we have, we ended up mitigating a lot of risk in the process. And now we have a beautiful cycle of shape the work, build the work, deliver the work, that runs much more smoothly. And I hope in future videos I can share with you the details of how we do this. I'll even share the system we create to manage this work. But for now, I just wanted to give you an idea that there's something out there called ShapeUp, and it's been a game changer for us. And I hope you give it a chance and at least read the book, see if you get inspired.